Imagine riding in a car for 14 hours straight, not knowing what to expect when you arrive to your destination. Now picture what it is like for sailors riding for approximately 110 days on one small, compacted ship sailing to a completely new world, leaving their loved ones behind.
Sir Walter Raleigh's expeditions to the New World led to the building of ships such as Elizabeth II. The second expedition, led by Sir Richard Grenville, set sail in 1585.
The English arrived on several types of ships. One was the flagship, which was the fleet's largest and safest ship that had a commander. The flyboat was a large boat that one or two men commanded, and the pinnace was the smallest, fastest, and most maneuverable.
While some ships made a successful voyage, others faced many hardships that they resolved when reaching Roanoke Island.
The Elizabeth II was filled with different types of workers assigned to different areas on the ship. The sailors, manning the top of the ship, made sure their sails and riches were protected. Below were the landsmen, which included the blacksmiths, soldiers, and others that would build the colony on their arrival. We're here today at Elizabeth II that was sailed to Roanoke Island in 1585.
And we're here with one of the people that worked on the ship. And what exactly did you do?
My job on the ship was to sit and do nothing. As a landsman, I actually had to wait until we got to the New World to do my job. I was a soldier and a craftsman, specifically a woodworker. So the basic plan was for me to arrive here and then build a settlement and then protect it as a soldier.
Can you explain some of the hardships that you faced?
Landsmen, according to the sailors, are not allowed above decks when the ship's at sea because we have no idea what we're doing and it could be a danger to them and ourselves. So according to that basic regulation, they locked us in the hold and left us down there for any time the ship was not at anchor. There was a few brief stops over a couple of weeks in the Caribbean to resupply under the Spanish. While we were doing that, some of the men went ashore as necessary to help build things. But for the most part, anytime the ship was at sea, we were locked in a dark, dank cabin.
And what was like some of the food that they would feed you guys?
We were fed salted pork, beef, pickled fish, and jellied eels and things like that. All of those things would be in dry rations stored in the hold. The ship's cook would then boil them up with some dried vegetables into what's called pottage. And then we'd have a ration of ship's biscuits and about a gallon of beer per man per day. Now you only get to eat cooked food if the seas are calm enough for you to actually, for the ship's cook to actually set a fire. Otherwise, it's dried beef, a gallon of beer, and ship's biscuits.
Now, after arriving at the island, you told me this ship stayed for 2 months. And where did you end up?
I ended up at our settlement site on the island, building houses, and then going on some of the shorter expeditions up the river systems in order to make contact with the Native Americans and find the hopeful gold and riches of the New World, which we did not actually find.
What were the ships called that sailed Jamestown?
Godspeed, the Susan Constant, and the Discovery set sail on December 20th, 1606.
How long did the voyage take?
Approximately 145 days.
Why so long?
They were delayed by storms in London. They sailed to the Canary Islands and then to the West Indies to gather food and supplies. They sailed up the East Coast and reached Jamestown on May 13th, 1607.
So next time when you're on a car ride asking, "Are we there yet?" think of what the colonists must have been going through on their long voyage.